for a proper environment to grow, to heal, to learn new skills, to adapt, name it, anything to do with growth. For a proper environment for all that, you need to unlearn to learn. Manze, you need to unlearn to learn. What is unlearning to learn? Unlearning to learn, basically, it is the process of letting go outdated information, outdated knowledge, outdated beliefs, even habits. Some of these things that were programmed in us that are not even our own thoughts. They are not our own feelings. These were things that were planted in us. Now, there are some things that might be relevant to us right now, but there are a lot of things there are a lot of beliefs, there are a lot of knowledge that are not relevant to us. When we were growing up, we were limited to only one source of knowledge. That was either school or it was the church. And in both those cases, you were not allowed to ask any question. You were not allowed to challenge any information you're given. Bro, you go to the church, you're not allowed to ask simple questions. You're not allowed to ask things that they can't answer. The moment you start asking questions that they can't answer, you're like, you will never understand the Lord. Come on, why then are you there believing something that you can't understand? And you're made, umewekwa hapo believe that, hey, you know what? Since you can't understand him, you don't need to pursue that. Can you imagine you're there believing things that you don't understand? You're living a life that you don't. How is it making sense? You go to the schools. The source of information that you were given, clearly we are growing up, we are realizing it was a colonial kind of information. They were not giving you, they didn't want you to explore beyond what they were telling you. So unlearning is basically just letting go all that information, bro. Let it all go so that you can make room for new information, so that you can make room for a new mindset, so that you can make room to heal and grow, depending or based on who you are, based on your relevance. That is what unlearning to learn is. Now, how do we unlearn? How do we unlearn to learn? If I won't mention all of them, please unaweza changia hapo kwa comment. You can add some of the nini pia tusaidiane juu see that everyone has answers right now. Tuna realize by this is just sharing information. So if you have any other pointers, you can add up. First and foremost, let go of your ego. Manze, unlearning needs humility. For as long as your ego is with you on the front seat, you won't accept some of this information that might actually be wrong. You won't accept that some of this information might no longer be applicable. With ego, unaweza kaa hapo that if you're knowledgeable about a certain topic, utakuwa that information, that knowledge you have, the only information that works. Whether it is applicable with you or not, you don't want to address that. Like mimi, by the way, I went through studying this. This is my field. This is what I know, and I'm a master in this. So there's no any new information that can beat this. My friend, let your ego go. Unajua? Humility. Sasa right now, anza kuangalia vitu. Ndio, you might be knowledgeable on something, but allow other information. Ndio ukuje uangalie, maybe your information might be wrong. And if it is wrong, accept this new information. It is not a matter of proving who's right or who's wrong. It is a matter of growth. It is a matter of cutting off limitations that are hindering you from accessing yourself, from focusing on yourself, from healing, or even learning any new skill set, So yeah, let go of your ego, man. Secondly, recognize outdated beliefs, assumptions, habits, mindsets that are no longer serving you, or they are hindering or limiting your growth. And how do you do this? Which leads us to the third point. Challenge everything. Challenge your beliefs. Challenge your assumptions. Ask yourself questions. Dig into the source of your information. Where do you get this information? Is it from your experiences? Is it from your culture? Is it from education? Is it from the church? Where are you getting all this information? Is there any other contradicting information other than the information you know? Then from there, For you, while you are challenging, for you to consume any other new information, which takes us to the fourth point, you have to be like a child, bro. You have to have a beginner mindset. Saizi usijieke now whatever you know ndio. It's okay, but be able to now consume new information. Be like a child. Be curious. You're not asking to, out of maliciousness. You're not asking out of ego. Now you want to argue because now you have more knowledge than the other person. No, you are asking so that you can challenge your own beliefs. And when you're challenging them, you have to have an open mind. You have to be like a child, that this new information is okay to receive it. It's okay to have all that knowledge, and it's okay to add more knowledge. But you won't be able to consume new information if you don't have a beginner mindset. If you don't have, if your mind is not open, you're not open-minded basically to consume new information. The fifth is to embrace change and uncertainty. Manze, holding on to old knowledge is basically a sense of comfort zone. Unaelewa, like you don't want, you are so scared to consume new information to a point you're comfortable being with that old knowledge. You're comfortable defending that old knowledge even when you know it doesn't apply to you. Unaona? That's why most of us, like, and I like using example ya religious people. If you enter a debate with a religious person, maybe like for instance, useme by them, I don't believe in God. The moment you tell them you don't believe in God, but we can have a conversation, you see, they shut you off. I'm like, I don't want your thoughts. You see, I don't want those bad thoughts, because you're going to feed me with bad information, and I already have good information. I mean, what do you mean I'm going to feed you with good information? As in, your religion, if you really believe that information is really good, then you can defend it. You can basically enter a debate without being triggered. Unaona? It doesn't matter whether someone believes in God or not. As in, if we are talking, let's talk. I'm not going to be afraid that you're going to take over my mind. Embrace change, bro. Don't be comfortable with some old knowledge. Embrace change and uncertainty. And that leads us to the sixth point, whereby you're supposed to seek diverse perspective. Unajua, like, don't just have that one perspective. If someone is into other things that you're not into, it's okay to have a conversation with them. Like, as in, get to know other things other than what you know. Get to know other cultures other than the culture you know. Get to know other religion other than the religion you know. Bro, going and reading the Quran if you're a Christian is not a bad thing. Diversify, bro. Get diverse perspectives. Unajua, it's not wrong to do that. That's the best way to unlearn. So that now you are learning new information, and now you can merge this new information with what's relevant with you. You can merge this new information with what's applicable with you. See, lazima, now that I'm listening to the other person, it's automatic. I'm going to get I'm going to pick their perspective. When you don't have your own perspective, you don't have your own identity. Take things that apply to you. The last one for the day: create a feedback loop. Be open to constructive criticism. Be open to thinking differently. Encourage yourself to be around people that think differently. This is going to help you stay aware on what needs unlearning within yourself. Unajua, because now you just don't have one information that you're moving with, and then you're getting feedback also from different people. Unaona? So basically, by regularly examining what you know and why you know it, at least it will keep you open for new information. It will keep you open for change. It's going to help you, grow. It's going to help you heal, because now you are in tune with yourself. Any belief that you're coming up with is based on you. It's based on your own feelings. It's based on your own thoughts. It's not based on outside manipulation. So my people, for a good environment to heal and grow, unlearn to learn, bro. That's the best way. Don't get stuck with that old information. You might be very knowledgeable with it, but it's okay to get new information from outside there. My people, heal, man. Heal.